Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever it finds its way to you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading. So see which signs and symbols and messages resonate for you in your particular situation and help to bring a little clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused about. This could broaden your perspective and show you something with fresh eyes in a different light. It could also narrow your focus, show you something in between the lines. Maybe you were missing, maybe it was right there all along, maybe it was totally in the dark. But in the end, always trust yourself. Trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. And speaking of love, I'm not sure if this is going to be a complete love reading, but I do feel like we should start with some love messages, a little insight on what's going on with relationships. We're going to start with a confession. This is confession of the soulmate. So this could be inside of you, possibly the person you're thinking about, possibly somebody you don't even know is thinking about you, could be coming through for the future, also possibly a past situation. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. Clarity and insight. Matters of the heart, soulmates, and love for the collective, please. Start with one card, please. Opening up. There's a big, bucket of flowers here. Not just a vase, not just a bouquet, it's huge. So somebody could be bringing you flowers, offering, I hear support, but I'm thinking of an apology. It says, I'm getting ready to say what is in my heart. I know that this is love. It is true, unconditional, and everlasting kind of love. I want you to know, that's big. That's big like these flowers. I want you to know that I'm trying to open up, but it's so hard for me to put my feelings for you into words. But I know I have to do this and you need to hear them. Maybe somebody never said, I love you, or expressed how they feel. Maybe they were really confused. Maybe this was a different kind of love, a different kind of feeling than this person has ever felt. You have a different kind of connection. Maybe it's unexplainable. Maybe that's how you feel too. Sometimes it is really hard to describe what we feel in our hearts. How do you put what you feel into words? Sometimes it's just a knowing. But it looks like this person that's thinking about you has a real knowing. Ooh. That was your sign. It looks like perhaps they thought it was something that would be fleeting, like it would kind of go away, and it just hasn't. It's actually grown stronger every day. So let's see. Somebody's ready to open up to you. They're probably replaying this conversation over and over in their mind, in their heart. I hear the word trust. I feel like they trust you with their heart. They just don't have the right words yet. I actually see somebody writing something down, kind of like a love letter. Maybe you'll get this love letter, but maybe it's just trying to structure how they feel in front of them in words so it makes sense. I feel like somebody keeps trying to make sense out of something that just doesn't make sense. That's what I'm getting. Let's go to a different deck of cards. This one is the yin yang. Let's kind of bounce around the energies and just get different messages for you guys. Clarity on somebody opening up. Maybe this is you really thinking about how you're going to open up your heart, open up that conversation in the first place. When is the right place, right time, right moment? Maybe it's not something that can be planned. It just sort of has to be a natural thing. I feel like if it was like planned, it would be a little awkward. Like awkward, you know? It just has to be the right moment. So maybe somebody's planning on first getting that moment, maybe a date, getting together, phone call. But it looks like this person is, I mean, you have gigantic flowers here. So it doesn't look like a phone call. Maybe it starts with a phone call. It looks like it's going to be a face-to-face thing. I'm getting touch. So like simple, like gestures, like you just want to kind of feel that person's energy. And card clarity for the collective on opening up. This is really nice. Nice way to open up the reading. But that was so bad. I'm such a cornball sometimes. All right, clarity on opening up for the collective, please and thank you. Maybe somebody's a drummer or like a jokester, a comedian. Maybe they have like a weird sense of humor. Maybe laughter is the key to opening up this conversation. Be a little cheeky, be a little corny, be yourself. Yeah, you have a solid foundation here. So maybe something already has a solid foundation. I mean, if somebody's wants to express this much love, there's something solid. And if it's everlasting, somebody wants it to continue. They want to build with you. They want to form something that has a structure. Maybe there's no structure in what the label of this relationship actually is. Maybe that's something that's going to come through. You know, really understanding what you mean to each other. And it's a forming. So, I mean, this is solid, but I'm also getting like clay. Like it doesn't have to be hard and rigid and set rules. I feel like it's moldable. Like, you know, it moves, it flows, it changes. So allow grace and flexibility. Forming structure, solid foundation. That's good. I mean, that's what you want a relationship to be built upon. Maybe it wasn't built on a solid foundation before. And now, once this like in love feeling is being recognized, it's the willingness to put in the effort, make some changes so it can be solid. Maybe I'm getting like somebody was almost like flaky before. Maybe in and out, maybe up and down. I just heard like Katy Perry, hot and cold. Maybe somebody wasn't sure what was going on. And they were just kind of all over the place. It looks like somebody's coming like to a solid place now. Let's go to the love oracle. Clarity for the collective, please. And thank you on opening up. Putting their feelings into words, putting your feelings into words, knowing they have to have a conversation. It's not even a have to. I'm not getting a have to. Like it's a duty. I'm getting like a desire. They really want to. For the please, and thank you. What is this structure and solid foundation, this new forming and flowing energy about? I'm getting growth. I'm actually getting vibrational changes too with that. And it's behind the ocean. It's in front of the ocean. So like waves of emotion. Something really, really deep. Once you go out past those waves and you dive into that deep ocean, maybe it goes deeper than you ever imagined, or maybe you actually already know this. Oh, wow. Somebody is coming through for you. You got proposal. They want to promise something, express something. Maybe some of you are actually on your way to marriage, or, you know, like going steady. What is that in like the 50s where they gave you the pin? That's what I just saw. So maybe it's like a promise ring. Maybe it's just a token. It could be something really small somebody gives you just so you have something that's their energy. It could just be flowers. It could just be that conversation. It looks like somebody is surprised, and it looks like somebody else is actually like getting down on their knee. It could be a spur of the moment thing too, but I feel like somebody's been thinking about this for a while. Love offer, engagement, an agreement, and a wish come true. Guys, this is really beautiful love reading. Whew. Let's go to a different deck. Let's see what else comes through. I like that it's kind of totally different decks, but the energy and the messages are kind of flowing and matching, you know, but relationships can be complicated. So who knows? What else do we have? This is the Love Angels Oracle card. Clarity on opening up, forming structure, leveling up, moving up in a relationship. I hear real. Maybe you thought this could never happen, but it makes me think like this is more real than anything you've ever had. Possibly more real than anything someone else has ever had. But I'm also getting that it's so real that it also feels surreal. Like, how can this be real? Like, it's too good to be true. So maybe somebody was doubting that it was actually real. Like, this can't be real. You can't be real. You're so freaking amazing. How is that possible? There must be something that's wrong. There must be something that's not going to go right. But I'm even getting with that real energy, that doesn't even matter. Somebody is so into exactly who you are, every facet of you. I hear that Katy Perry, it doesn't matter what emotional state you're in, you're up to your downs, your good days, your bad days, your smelly days, your sweet days. I think all of it is attractive to this person. Maybe that's exactly how you feel about somebody else too. Or if this is not like feeling that that's your situation, this is a possible future situation that's going to come through. So maybe, you know, when this chance comes through, open up a little, start on a solid foundation, step by step. I just see two people actually being more comfortable than they thought they'd ever be talking about emotions. I'm actually getting like talking about like sexy time, maybe even like real life issues, maybe really deep things. You kind of just open up. Wishes and dreams. possibilities and goals. Maybe together you're creating totally new dreams. One card for the collective, please. Be present. Be in the now. When this situation comes about, whether it's the proposal or the, somebody opening up their love, or, the part where you create some sort of structure and growth, be in the now. Be with this person. Be in the moment. Hear somebody out. Really express how you feel. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. That's that really being yourself. Having gratitude for every situation you've ever had. The trials, the tribulations. The silence, the distance. The moments where time just falls away and it's just the most beautiful, loving energy you've ever felt. The tiny moments where you're just going to the grocery store. The butterflies you get when you first kiss. Every little thing that you do is a chance to be present. So that's coming back to you, to yourself, to the exact moment you have right now. What can you do to make right now better? Or maybe when this video is done, what brings you joy? What are you working on in your own life, in yourself, that makes you feel grateful that you're growing, that you're forming structure in your life, that you're involving your heart? What are your wishes? What are your wishes for yourself? Maybe even other than the love department. What are little goals that you want to accomplish, that you feel wonderful about? Think about that stuff too. Don't get all lost in romance land. You have to have balance in your life. What are your aspirations for career or your creative endeavors? What are your talents? What are your interests, hobbies? Think about all of that stuff, because all of that stuff, all those facets of you are just going to help create more excitement, intrigue, mystery, possibilities within any relationship that you have. So cool. Let's see. Let's continue down the romance path for now and go to the romance angels. Clarity for the collective on proposal, forming structure, being present. You will attract love by enjoying your life. It starts by following that path of joy within you. Maybe somebody else is starting to do the same thing too. It could be that you positively influence one another. But I don't think that it's a push thing. I don't think anybody wants to change anybody else. I think it's natural. Clarity of perspective. And this love. A little wisdom for the situation. Please and thank you. You deserve love. You are lovable. Wow. It's like you have this beautiful girl here with this. I mean, somebody's got you. Like you're in the target zone. Somebody really wants to aim this arrow at love at you. They've got some tension on that situation. It's like they're putting some energy into something, some focus. They have a goal, a target, a purpose. I feel like that is you, or this is how you're feeling. Look at how strong that girl is. But it's not just a normal shot. I just heard, hit me with your best shot. Hit me with a shot. Why don't you hit me with a best shot? Ooh, who is that? Pat Benatar? I think it's Pat Benatar. Look at all of these cherubs. You have like 4 little cherubs all like helping you out, giving you a little push, giving you a little inspiration. like coordinating this situation. You have a lot of divine help in whatever situation this is to get it back on track, to get something moving. You're like standing in the middle of this river. You're getting across this rushing situation. It could be rushing, like emotions, like come all of a sudden. If you look in the, I've never seen this on this card before. Let me show you this. But it looks like way back here on this mountain. Yeah, there is. There's like a gigantic, beautiful house up there. Maybe you have a house on top of a hill, or you're going to build a home on a hill together, or maybe that's a place you're going to go. I see a house on a hill. And it's interesting though. It's like white. It almost looks like it's like a blueprint. It almost looks like it just has the outlines to something that isn't built yet, but you can foresee it. So maybe you're building a home together, or that's in your future. It's like you're creating something together. Look at how it's up there. I don't know if you can tell on the camera. It's like, you know it's there, you can kind of see it, but it hasn't really been built yet. So maybe that's that forming structure. Maybe it's an actual home. It looks like one of the little cherubs has a, it looks like they have different things. One has a bow. If you lose your bow, you're going to get divine help to get that tension back, to get that energy back, to try it again. You're not going to miss your target. Somebody else is not going to miss this target. And then somebody else has extra arrows. You know, didn't work the first time. You're going to get other chances with this situation. I feel like it is like you're just always going to have another chance for this love to grow and grow and grow and change and evolve and be different. This other cherub looks like it has a little feather, which makes me think of like, maybe that's that like touching energy. Maybe somebody's very like I just get a very gentle like tickling. So maybe some of you have some interesting time together. You're going to use some little feathers and get, you know, into sensations. But I also feel like it's gentle, and it makes me think of like laughing, like a little tickle. So that could be like funny, like getting into a situation and just kind of playing like a kid, like you can like roll around on the ground and just laugh. Or it could be very like gentle and sensual. It's kind of what I'm getting with this angel. And then the other one has like a rod and or a whip. So, I mean, the rod makes me think of energy, you know, magical energy, pointing energy in a certain way. The conductor, you know, creating some beautiful orchestra music, a melody of your love. And if you don't believe that you deserve love, you do. You do. And I feel like somebody really recognizes how in love they are with you. Maybe something went away for a while and you thought it was gone. Or you have past situations that just didn't work and you were doubting if it's ever in the cards for you. Maybe this is something you don't even know about yet. But somebody's going to recognize how freaking special you are. I feel like they just want to play with you. Like, not the bad kind, but like fun kind. Like they don't want to waste your time. They recognize how valuable you are, how valuable your love is, how valuable your time and your efforts are. But maybe it's just getting across this river first. you know, getting into that situation, having that experience first. You know, right now there's just one person with this divine, like, energy helping out. You can't really see what's on the other side there or what that target is. So that could be your situation. Maybe somebody doesn't know what's going on in a certain situation. There just has to be a trust, an openness of being in the now, doing the best you can right now, having some fun with yourself, joy in your life now until it gets there, until something arrives. Let's go to the tarot. I have the sun and moon. Let's do this one because I feel like it's a nice masculine, feminine. I have a little frog in my throat. Hey, Rose. So maybe it's a speaking thing. Maybe somebody is having trouble speaking. It's also kind of early in the day. Sometimes. What? You do? Before I pull these cards, Rose has to go outside for a moment. So let's let her out because she's very loud, and I'll be right back. So I stopped it at 2614 for those of you that like numbers. Yeah, I really like this deck. It's a very old deck of tarot cards that I have, but I like that it's sun and moon. Makes me think of masculine and feminine, which is always a good balance to have in any relationship with you and someone else, and also you within yourself. So let's get some tarot cards. Katy. Whew, this is really nice. Love energy coming through for you guys, but let's get some clarity from the tarot and see the inside situation going on, perhaps where you're coming from or going to. Some clarity and wisdom and how to navigate the situation. One card for the collective, please. Thank you. Oh, we have a queen. Ooh, it's confidence, guys. So either this is the queen you're thinking about, this is you, or this is just the good old advice. It's having allowance. She's strong. She's confident. She is sexy. This queen, the Queen of Wands, it's a fiery energy, like really has it going on. She's very, very creative. She compliments other people. She helps other people because she's confident in herself. She's not afraid of her spotlight being taken away by somebody else. Unless she's upside down, then she's kind of the prima donna. And she wants to be the only one in the spotlight. But that's usually a lack of confidence within herself. So she puts on, you know, a good show, but if it's like a lower vibration towards others, it's because she kind of has that inner lack of self-confidence thing going on inside of her. But upright, she's the bomb. I mean, she doesn't even have to do much, this queen. She just does her thing, lives in her joy, creates her like little creations of like whatever she's talented in. She has conversations that feel alive and inspiring. She wants adventure in her mind or in her life. She wants to be in the experience, and her energy is just, it's so fiery. It gets other people like on board with situations, like they're in. They want the experience too. It doesn't have to be with her experience, but they want to have something like that on their own. She or he usually just ends up in the spotlight on different situations. They're really noticed. Their energy is noticed when they walk into a room. But it's not a pushy energy. This queen doesn't have to try very hard to be the star. She just is. So it's more like she's the sexy, like come hither. Like people just want to help her. They want to be in her sunlight. So Here she's with a cheetah. The cheetah's just chilling. She has this big torch. She's not afraid to be in tune with her body, to dance, to just shine her torch loud and proud. She's not afraid to be independent and do something on her own. And I feel like this is also the queen that can also wear like a sexy pair of pants. But the cheetah makes me think of like something happening faster than you thought. Something manifesting faster than you thought. But right now, there's kind of like a chilling, a sitting pretty, a just waiting energy, but yet doing your own thing in this waiting time. So let's see what this queen is about. Who is this queen? What is clarity about this queen, or what should this queen do, or what is this queen kind of handling right now in his or her life? Oh, we got another queen. Oh, wow. Fire and water. So maybe it's the combo of these energies. Not only are you super confident, or this person, like, I'm not getting that this is two different people at all. I feel it's the same person. They're not only super confident and creative and exciting and adventurous, but they are nurturing and loving and emotionally fulfilling and stable. It's like that beautiful, almost like a mothering energy. You just want to express yourself with this person. You want to hug this queen. You want to love her. She has so much love in her heart. Look at this big moon. Her cup isn't just full, it's overflowing, and it's literally filling up this ocean. You have the lotus here. What bird is that? It almost looks like a crane. And there's a fish. I see the fish out of water. So maybe you feel like a fish out of water. Maybe this emotion, this situation feels really new and different, or really special. Like you're a fish, but you can freaking fly. Upside down, we have to look at both ways. This queen would be all over the place with her emotions, not confident in herself, not nurturing herself, giving too much attention to everybody else, worried about everyone else, and not filling up her own cup, standing firm within her emotions and her boundaries. It could be complete silent treatment, emotionally trying to manipulate a situation for her own gain and not allowing others free will. Or it could be really different on the spectrum of like emotions all over the place. But again, upright, she's beauty. She's like Venus. This queen is love. So you have both passion and true love. That's a really nice balance. It's possible that these could be two different queens as well, and they have very different like energies. But with everything here, even if it's just these two queens, it could be you and a friend, two people you know. They both equally deserve love, even if two people are really, really different. You know, they both deserve to have their wishes come true. And somebody that wants to really connect and start a structure and solid foundation. And they both really deserve to have somebody that feels like their heart is just abundant with so much love that it can't even be explained. So maybe both of these queens are having their own experience. And maybe the way they show love is different. Everybody shows love differently. Maybe these queens need to express the ways that they appreciate and show their love, or they're recognizing how somebody else does. But mostly I'm getting that this is the same energy going into the same situation. It's the same person. Clarity on these queens, please. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I mean, it could be a masculine energy these queens are talking about. But if it's you or the masculine energy, the advice coming through is that allowance of the feminine energy. It's not pushing a situation. It's allowing it to unfold naturally, allowing space for something that's right to come into their world. Is there a song called Walk On By? Walk on by. That just came out of nowhere. I feel like it's an old song. I just have that line. Clarity on the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, please. This overflowing abundance of love. I just get that it's so big. This love is so big, it's not just filling a cup. It's literally filling this emotion, or this ocean of emotion. And this one with her awesome boots and her cheetah has so much passion and fire and energy in her life. It's like her energy just keeps fueling these beautiful fires of warmth and excitement in her world. Clarity on the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, please. Thank you. What is the bridge between these two queens? Fire. Both of these queens, this one person has so much passion, but the bridge is taking hold of this passion, this inspiration, this fire in their heart, in their soul, and doing something with it. This is the big swing of the universe coming through, giving you a passionate, brand new start. It's new. You haven't had those experiences yet. You have to have the confidence that your love is big enough and deserving enough to have this big ass torch that's going to light the way, that's going to inspire you every step of the way of this new journey that's coming through. Or this is somebody else got that big torch lit and they're coming your way with it. Or hopefully, because upside down, they know something is lit, but they're not taking hold of it. They're not having the confidence to know that this is something different. This isn't a little tiny flicker of a candle flame. This is like God sending you, the universe is sending you something that's so gigantic. It's like the eternal flame. What is that, the Bangles? The eternal flame? Ace. It's just an ace. In order for an ace to be growth, you have to put energy into it. You have to put some fuel in that fire, and you have to work to keep it lit. Sometimes you don't have to work so hard. If there's a really big flame, it's just going to always relight. It's going to keep coming back. I mean, there are times where water comes through, emotion comes through, and something sort of sizzles down a little bit. That's life. That's okay. But with a torch this big, I feel like it can always come back. I feel like this is always new energy. It's like there's always that chance for an experience when I don't feel boredom with this relationship at all. I feel like it's not gonna really be a plateau. Just when you thought things were getting normal, it gets interesting again. It's that kind of thing. Like somebody keeps you on your toes. Somebody keeps that spark alive. Somehow it's different. It doesn't even look like it's like a little torch. It looks like it's a gigantic tree. But that's the advice coming through. It means it needs to get past that little start. Maybe it already started. Maybe there was a little something that came, that little passion that everybody felt, that these two people feel, but maybe there was no structure. There was no like understanding of how emotionally involved it is. Maybe it started with just passion, and you or the other person didn't realize it would turn into so much love. Maybe it was instant attraction. Clarity on the Ace of Wands, please. Oh, we have the Hierophant. Wow, guys. Whoever's watching this reading, I mean, it could be you, it could be somebody else that you know, and this whole situation is just somebody you're really close to, but it looks like it is leading towards marriage. You not only have the proposal, you have the Hierophant, which is usually the person that marries somebody, but the Hierophant is also groups. It can be you and somebody else. It can be you in your church, you in a school, an institution, you and people at your job. It's where there is one or more people involved, where there is structure and rules and like maybe boundaries, but I hear blessings, you know, get blessed to have something actually form. It's when you have that inspiration that comes from the divine, from your higher self, and then you actually put it into practical use in your world. You don't just talk about love, you show it, you express it, you do those things in your life where it's actually present. Maybe somebody's also getting a present. Look at, you just have the cow is sitting here. This guy is in like, he's like meditating under this big tree. It's a 5. Sometimes this is a Taurus energy. Maybe it starts with you just being present in the now, gaining some balance in your soul, rebalancing your chakras, grounding yourself, tapping into your higher self, having this like real calm and stable, warm energy. Sometimes I think that this upside down is still kind of cool, although it can be uncomfortable if there's change. Sometimes you always lived by a certain rule, or with a relationship, it was always a certain way, or in the relationship you're in, it had to be a certain way. And then things come into our world that sometimes force us or inspire us to create new rules. And I'm kind of getting that if this is an unusual relationship, it doesn't really matter what the rules are supposed to be on how your relationship is supposed to be. Create your own rules together. What works for you and someone else. It's not anyone else's business what you do that makes you have this beautiful happiness in your world. Whatever works for you. But I mean, if two people are having this much love, they're going to naturally involve the hearts of others and be concerned about others. You know, you have this. She cares about the feelings of others. This one, recognizes the talents and how beautiful other people are and helps them out and inspires them. But everybody has free will. So if it comes back around to just what you and someone else believe is true, and it's that deep of a love, start there. And others will recognize how deep this love is. Maybe it takes somebody else a little while. You know, if that's someone in your family or one of your friends or something, and they're like, no, that's not how a relationship is supposed to be. It has to be like this. That's what you signed up for. Maybe it's really different situation. Situations and relationships are complicated. So are people. You know, so are families. And, you know, groups of other people, because it involves a lot of other people's own experiences, their own relationships. I'm also getting, if you are somehow comparing this relationship that's coming through to past relationships, don't. Learn from the past. You learn what works for you, what doesn't, but you have to be open to maybe it being not that at all. It's a totally different person. So give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Allow that space for growth and newness to come in. Expect the unexpected. It's kind of what I'm getting. Let's go to a different tarot. What do I have? I have these down, so we're going to keep those down. Let's go to that Rose Tarot. That one's lovey and pink. The final rose. I didn't realize this deck of cards would be so, like, interesting, like the dating shows. But I like that it has, like, modern messages that are sort of still parables of actual relationship. It's kind of cool. Clarity on the Hierophant. Sometimes the Hierophant is like, sometimes I think it's like, I think of faith with the Hierophant, because structure. So maybe somebody has a really different faith than you, a different culture, a different way of thinking. Maybe somebody is like revising how they thought of something because of somebody else. But I'm not really getting that somebody's completely like converting. I'm getting more of a merging. Like kind of like inspiring one another to just like have your own sort of unique beliefs in the universe. Maybe that's a constant discovery between you and somebody else. Like I'm getting more like a blending of faiths. Maybe it's just this situation is giving you more overall faith. One card, clarity on the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Show you all these again. Being in the now, being present. Recognizing how you deserve love. Also, how the person you're thinking about deserves love. I guess whether that's with you or someone else. But I think this is coming back to you and a specific person. So how do you want to express that love? Are you in the right state of vibration where you have your, your vibrancy moving so that you are in a great, independent, fun, loving energy and you can give the best of yourself to someone else? Could be what someone else is working on too. But I feel like you want to work on it together. I feel like it doesn't want to be a separate thing anymore. One card to clarify. Proposal, forming, falling in love, deserving love, recognizing love when it's there. We have another Queen. So maybe this is a real big balance on feminine energy. I'm really getting that it's not different people. unless these are just inspirations in your life and you kind of like, you know, learning some wisdom from different energies, I feel like they're all the same person. So this queen, to continue with this queen, she's very complicated. I'm surprised the Empress hasn't popped out. So the Queen of Rings, this is the, I'm pretty sure, this deck is a little weird, but I think the rings are the pentacles. And it says the single mom. So maybe you have children. Maybe you're thinking about somebody that has children. This is an independent energy. So I do feel like this person is not like immediately out of a situation. I feel like there's a past situation that's done. Who knows how that ended up or what it is. But right now the focus is on that nurturing. Look, it has have a fun day, love. Look at the Queen of Pentacles. It's usually an earth sign. They are so good at nurturing. They are emotional, but they're realistic. And they really are in tune with the present, with their everyday things that they can take care of, that they can, you know, be involved with, that they can help. And they manifest things in their world so easily. Unless they're upside down, then they're not recognizing the beauty around them, and they're not nurturing the right things, and they're imbalanced in where their attention is going. And sometimes it's the getting stuck in their head and analyzing the things they're doing instead of being in the things that they're doing, being in the present. So the queen, this queen is able to like see different things that maybe don't have much value to others and create something beautiful and valuable out of it. It's like they can take all the extra shit that's in the you know, the refrigerator and make the most incredible meal, you know, or have like 3 ingredients. They're like, oh, I got that. I got something. And how do they make something so beautiful out of something that no one else could think of? They usually have solutions to problems. They don't usually want to get lost in la la land or in their heart. They speak about what they need to speak about, so it's fixed already. But it's not as harsh as like the Queen of Swords would be. It's actually wanting to deal with the problem and have it be resolved. They want to be involved in everything. But look at how this queen made this cute little, like, it's not just a normal sandwich. This kid got a special sandwich. They're the cool kid at the lunch table. They got strawberries, pistachios, some nuts, an awesome sandwich with a star. It's got like crazy eyes. So maybe somebody is single. You don't have to be a mom. Maybe you've just been single, or you are good with being by yourself. You enjoy your own company, which is really powerful. Because if you don't enjoy being with yourself, how can you expect somebody else? So we got earth, fire, and water. I was only gonna do one card from this, but let's get clarity on all these queens. So sign-wise, the Queen of Rings, or the Queen of Pentacles, is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Queen of Wands is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like this, wow, I was going to shuffle, but whatever card this is really wants to come out. So let's take it. Let's see. Ooh, you have all of this amazeballs energy, and then this one wants to sneak on out of there. So we will take a look at it, but I lost track with what I was saying. Oh, how there's not much air in this reading at all. It's all about putting actual structure and physical energy into your real world and manifesting something. It's really opening up your heart, and it's believing in your desires and your passions. It's not overthinking this stuff. You can't really, it's hard to logically put a structure to what love is. It's just love. Here, it looks like something is done. So maybe all of these queens or this queen, this combo of energies of this queen has felt rejected before. Something didn't work in the past or right now. Something was broken. This little cookie is just like broken in half. It's like one little cookie is happy, one little cookie is sad. But the 10 of Mirrors coming through means something is just done, which is good. You're actually letting this energy go. You're ready to start something new. Maybe if some of you have been alone a long time, you never thought this would come back in your world. You know, it kind of sucks to be rejected. It could be somebody else that feels rejected. But even that person, if they were rejected, it's because somebody wasn't feeling that true, abundant, in love energy, or there was a disconnect in their personalities or their communication or their situations. Something happened where at least one person didn't feel like it was the right place to be anymore. So do you stay in a situation and live a lie? That's not fair to the other person that really wants to be loved. So even though rejection sucks, sometimes rejection is God's protection, because even this person that's rejected deserves to be loved. They deserve to have the real love. That's this freaking amazing energy that's right in front of me. Somebody that's just head over heels, like abundant, thinking about forever, wanting a future, wanting like a continual energy for Evs, this fire that doesn't go out. They deserve to have someone who's really passionate about them, that sees how beautiful they are, that makes them feel confident in the relationship. So if somebody is upside down and really attached to something that did not work out, this is ending. So you see how if something didn't work out, you can't force the other person to feel a certain way. Do you really want them to be there if they're not really in it? Both people deserve to be loved. Everybody does. So maybe that's the thing that's coming to light. Because the 10 of Mirrors sucks. It's usually the 10 of Swords. But when it comes through, it's that now there's a complete reality check in something, in awareness, and you can get past that. You can actually use that to your advantage for future growth, to really recognize the new love when it's there, to know what doesn't work for you. Allow yourself the chance for new energy to come through. Sometimes people need a long time after that card comes through or after that situation happens before they're ready for this beautiful energy. But I think whether it's just being independent, maybe somebody just wants to be with their kids, their friends, their community, going back to school, remembering how freaking amazing you are and all the facets that you have to offer. Maybe it just starts there. And maybe this situation comes about later. Maybe it doesn't. But you still working on yourself, or that person still working on their own independence and love, it's still going to have love in your life. You're still going to have things in your life that are going to bring structure and formation and solid things. You're still going to have people that are going to want to make proposals to you to work with you, that offer you love in whatever form it is. Maybe it's just a lot of loving friendships. You're going to have people in your world that are going to be on board with you, that are going to help your wishes come true. Maybe it's in career. Not everybody is at the same place. I'm not even sure what I just said. Let's get clarity on the 10 of Mirrors. So that's like the opposite of everything else that came out here. So maybe there's just like a little awareness of that could have been becoming peaceful about something that had happened in the past. Having forgiveness in that situation, that maybe it's for the best. having thanks that every 10 of Swords situation you've ever had made you stronger. Gave you, you know, if you just have rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, oh my, every single day, you don't know what it's like, and you don't know what loss is. You don't appreciate this freaking amazing, beautiful love when it's right there the same way. So maybe it's just looking at past situations so you can really appreciate yourself and really appreciate love in every form from every person that's in your life when it is there. One more card, please. We have 2. The Queen of Flutes. So the Queen of, we have double whammy on this Queen of Cups. And what is this? What is that number? The 6 of Rings. Quality time. So that's a 6 of Pentacles. So we're going to start with this because the double advice, even though there's all these facets of this feminine energy, is love. And your first card is opening up about how you feel. What's going on in your heart. Maybe some of you don't have the words. Then what you need to do is show it in other ways, with your energy, with your time. But don't be afraid to offer love, express love, or say thank you if it's offered to you. Don't be afraid of how you feel. Ride these waves of emotion. They're so beautiful. It's us being human. This is the caregiver in this one. So it could be somebody kind of always giving away their love to others, really wanting everybody else to be happy. I feel like that would be upside down. You know, really, really concerned so much with how everyone else is feeling, but forgetting their own heart. And look at how big their heart is. But the advice is this, which is how it should be. This is reciprocal energy, quality time. This is what is needed. This is what somebody's wanting. This is what's going to start this structure, maybe lead to a proposal. Who knows, maybe end up with a marriage or just a long-lasting thing that has no label. Whatever it is, it's 2 people working together, willing to have evolution of their soul, of their spirit together. It's not just going to be the pretty house on the hill in this situation. It's going to have depth. Here it has the, I mean, literally it says like what, 12, 120. Maybe that's a interesting time. Maybe somebody's giving you a locket, pocket watch, a watch. There's the roses in the back. But I think this is what is needed, is quality time. Somebody possibly having to make the time if they're really busy for this conversation or just moment together. Maybe more and more of these moments. When this card is upside down, it's somebody always taking and not giving back. Or it's somebody giving and not giving to themselves, or giving to the wrong situations that aren't thankful. But when it's equal, it's such a nice flow of energy. I mean, this is a love reading, but it could be just time, you know, time with someone, the energy you put into certain things in your life. Sometimes you actually have to ask for help and say, like, hey, I need a little extra here. You need to communicate. And sometimes you're on the receiving end, you know, and you're saying thank you and you have gratitude. Sometimes you're on the giving end, you're able to give. It's not about getting back. You give because you want to give, but don't deplete your plate. So I was saying before, it's the morning. You can tell when I do these videos and my voice sounds super low. It's because I just got up. So let's get one oracle card. Should we go really simple? Yeah, because this reading is long and it's beautiful. Let's go to the angel answers and let's see what comes through. Collective, please and thank you. Clarity on Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, ×2, Queen of Wands, 10 of Mirrors, deserving love, 6 of Pentacles, Hierophant, proposal. Wow. Like that somebody's going to say that to you, or somebody's thinking that they're going to be like, wow. That's all I see. Like I literally see like text or something like that. Maybe how do you explain an experience? Just wow. Well, there's our answer. I mean, most of these cards in this deck are like, in a couple weeks. Yes, no, ask your angels. Like really simple. And literally there's probably one card in there that says actual romance. So even the angels are on board with you having a little romance, a little lovey-dovey time, you know, a little courting phase. Don't forget to add romance in the picture. That would definitely be that extra Queen of Cups energy. Going on a date, doing something together, maybe making it a rule. You know, one of your rules on a certain day a month or per week or on this hour every day, we're going to do this for each other. And you have your little quirky things that you do that are kind of romantic gestures. Maybe keep the romance alive by keeping it kind of exciting and different. Have some new experiences, do something new. But also, like, you can create magical moments in your home with family. Magical moments going to the grocery store. Everything can involve romance. You have like the caduceus. It just makes me think of the kundalini. Maybe this is a really, really intense relationship if that's going on. Like your chakras are just freaking firing up and lighting up and changing your whole energy. Look at this. They're not even like angels. It's like this couple. It's like they are angels. There's the dove of peace here. It's like the light of God or the sun, the universe up here. This is a really pretty card. And their hearts are both alive and light. Their minds are both alive and light and meeting. So, I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. I feel like it was a pretty special reading. So, with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I'm so happy for you. You really deserve the love of a lifetime. And whether it's just within yourself and loving your lifetime, or with a partner that gives absolute reciprocal energy into your world. It's all perfect. And I hope you have a really beautiful day. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.